Identity. It defines who we are. And with mobile interactions increasing every day, we continue to accumulate new digital identities. With so many identities to keep track of, it seems we are on the verge of an identity crisis. Is there a solution? Yes. A federated approach to identity management. Getting in on the ground floor of federated identity management would create new market opportunities and address growing identity and privacy concerns. Innovent, the entrepreneurial innovation unit of Nokia, took the lead with a company dedicated to realizing the full benefits of federated identity. That company was PingID. And today, Ping is a leading supplier of technology and business services that organizations need to engage partners, suppliers, customers, and employees in a secure identity federation. Connecting to emerging markets, clarifying vision and opportunity, accelerating commercialization. It's at the heart of the Innovent model of collaboration with early-stage entrepreneurs. And it's the heart of our story between Innovent and Ping. In January 2003, Ping Identity Corporation received an influx of seed money from Innovent. It was a natural fit. Ping was developing infrastructure software solutions for digital identity management, an area of growing interest for the mobile communications industry. What's more, Ping was at the perfect stage for Innovent's collaboration model, a young startup with a vision and some code, but as CEO Andre Durand recalls, not much more.
We met Innovent roughly 1 year after founding Ping. Technically, we were 2 people on the payroll. I think 3 or 4 contractors that were part-time. We had one office, 10 by 10, shared amongst the group. No revenues, no commercial product, had not yet even released an open source toolkit.
Andre Durand is no stranger to the world of startups. Prior to founding Ping Identity, he started Jabber Incorporated, a leading global provider of instant messaging and presence management platforms, serving both the carrier and enterprise markets. He was also the founder and CEO of Durand Communications, a provider of client-server solutions for online databases and applications. After guiding Jabber to success, Andre became interested in the critical challenges the Internet was facing. What attracted his attention was the lack of a universal construct of identity on the Internet. Andre focused on the question, how can we manage our identity in the digital world in a much more sophisticated manner, and without having separate logins to each one of our multiple online accounts?
The original incubus was, this is a noteworthy problem to solve. Didn't come from a background of security, so it had kind of the interesting component of mystery associated with it, and felt that in Internet terms, anytime there's a big problem to be solved, there's got to be a server that you can build, and I had come out of the background of developing Internet scale servers.
While the seed money supplied by Innovent came in January 2003, the initial contact with Ping came a few months before. At the time, the Digital ID World Conference was taking place in Denver, where, coincidentally, one of Innovent's team members, Tor Hauge, lived. It was to be a very fortuitous confluence of events.
I met Ping Identity the first day of the conference. Actually, it was a golf tournament, and I met the entrepreneur, Andre Durand, the CEO. And I had heard of him prior to Digital ID World. He had started another company called Jabber, and timing was just off, and we hadn't met yet. When I joined the conference, I began to see this PingID everywhere, this brand, and I knew it wasn't golf. It had a little different look to it, but that's when I met Andre. It was fall, October timeframe of 2002, and that's where we began discussions around what it is that Ping is setting out to do in this space of identity, which is everything, essentially.
An entrepreneur himself, Tor has been successful at identifying and capitalizing on market opportunities in the communications industry. As a collaboration principal at Innovent, he is driven to uncover new opportunities in emerging markets related to mobile, wireless, and internet communications.
The thing that really excited me about Ping was that their focus on identity as a core organizing principle, not really having the answers about how things were going to unfold in the future, but staying focused on the fact that it's that identity information and how it's going to be communicated is going to be very, very disruptive. Now, from a Nokia sense, what are we all about? We're about mobility. So if I have this device that keeps me connected to the world, it also allows me to communicate my identity in places that I need to in a secure fashion with a high level of confidence.
In return for its investment, Innovent and Nokia gained valuable new insights in the market evolution of federated identity management. This veritable win-win situation came as no surprise to Stephanie Keller-Bottom. As leader of the Innovent team, Stephanie draws upon over 17 years of executive roles in creating new markets for Fortune 500 companies, including Hewlett-Packard, Citicorp, and Visa.
Andre identified a unique opportunity. After his experience with Jabber, he recognized that the area of identity was going to be a cornerstone of distributed communication. He was a visionary and he's a collaborator. And to his credit, he was able to get people together to discuss this area before you could even define it as nascent. And that's an individual that can combine vision and collaboration to such a degree that he launched a market that previously had not even been conceptualized.
The ability for Andre to work together with the Innovent team was crucial. For while initial seed money was important to get started, what kept the partnership moving forward is what Innovent considers the very foundation of its philosophy: collaboration. Far from being a passive investor, Innovent commits 100% to the entrepreneur. This commitment is defined in a collaboration agreement, a document that outlines the specific activities and milestones